Okay, I think I am going to open up some of the ghosts from the past and then open these after. Oh. Danger, Thunderbird. Winged Beast Effect Monster. You can reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent randomly chooses one card from your entire hand. Then you discard the chosen card. Then if the discarded card was not Danger, Thunderbird, special summon one Danger, Thunderbird from your hand. And if you do, draw one card. If this card is discarded, you can target one set card your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Danger Thunderbird once per turn. Metal Foes counter. If a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, special summon one Metal Foes monster from your deck during either player's turn, except to the turn this card was sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Add one face-up Metal Foes Pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. Miracle Synchro Fusion. Fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a synchro monster as material by banishing fusion material listed on it from your field or graveyard. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effects and sent to your graveyard, draw one card. Madolche Chateau. When this card is activated, shuffle all Madolche monsters in your graveyard into the deck. All Madolche monsters on the field gain 500 attack and defense. If a monster in your graveyard would be returned to the deck by the effect of a Madolche monster, you can add it to your hand instead. Obstructed Return. That's kind of a cool looking card. Send one or crust or roll the legacy monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard. Draw two cards. You can only activate one orchestrated return per turn. Salamangreat Falco. Cyber's effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Salamangreat spell trap in your graveyard. Set the target to your field. If this card is in your I almost said in your Yu-Gi-Oh! If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Salamangreat monster you control, except Salamangreat Falco. Return that monster to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card. You can only use one Salamangreat Falco effect per turn, and only once that turn. Metal Foes Fusion. Fusion summon one Metal Foes Fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or field as has fusion materials. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle it into the deck, then draw one card. You can only use this effect of Metal Foes fusion once per turn. Dragon Knight Draco Equus. Dragon Fusion Effect Monster, 1 Dragon Synchro Monster, and 1 Warrior Monster. Must first be fusion summoned. Once per turn, you can target 1 Dragon Synchro Monster in the graveyard. Banish that target, and if you do until the end phase, this card's name becomes that monster's and replaces this effect with the monster's original effects. While this card is in attack position, your opponent takes any effect damage you would have taken from their card effects instead. Time Thief Perpetua. Psychic XYZ effect monster. Level 2. Oh. Time Thief Perpetua. Psychic XYZ effect monster. 2 level 4 monsters. During the standby phase, you can detach 1 material from this card. Then target 1 Time Thief monster in your graveyard except Time Thief Perpetua. Special summon that monster quick effect. You can target 1 other XYZ monster you control, attach 1 Time Thief card from your deck to it as material. You can only use this effect of Time Thief Perpetua once per turn. Ooh. Not seen this one. Vampire Voivode. This reminds me of Castlevania. Zombie Effect Monster. If this card is normal summoned, you can target up to 2 monsters in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon those monsters to your field in defense position, but their effects are negated. When a monster's effect is activated while a monster with its name in the graveyard, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If a monster is special summoned from your opponent's graveyard, you contribute 2 monsters. Special summon this card from your graveyard. You can only use each effect of Vampire Voivode once per turn. That's a nice card. Alright. Fairy Tale Tales. This is cute. You can reveal 1 spellcaster monster in your hand with 1,850 attack in a different name than the monsters you control. Immediately after this card resolves, normal summon, set it. You can only use this effect of Fairy Tale Tales once per turn. The first time each turn, you would take battle or effect damage while you control a spellcaster monster with 1,850 original attack. You take no damage. Starry Night Blast. When your opponent activates a card or effect, return 1 level 7 light dragon monster you control to the hand. Negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. You can only activate Starry Night Blast once per turn. These are lovely cards, the Starry Night cards. Heretic Dragon King of Atom. Dragon XYZ effect monster. 2 level 6 dragon monsters. To summon. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card. Special summon 1 dragon monster from your deck and make its attack defense 0. This card cannot attack during your turn. You activated this effect. Time Thief Redoer, Psychic XYZ effect monster. 2 level 4 monsters to summon. Once per turn, during the standby phase, you can attach the top card of your opponent's deck to this card as material. Quick effect. You can detach up to 3 different types of materials from this card, then apply the following effects depending on what was detached. Monster. Banish this card until the end phase. Spell. Draw a card. Trap. Place 1 face-up card your opponent controls on the top of the deck. You can only use this effect of the Time Thief Redoer once per turn. That's a pretty nice effect. Dragunity Ramus. Dragon Tuner effect monster. Cannot be used as a synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Dragunity monster. You can discard this card, add 1 Dragunity Ravine from your deck to your hand. If you control a Dragunity monster, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn, except dragon monsters. You can only use each effect of Dragunity Ramus once per turn. Okay. Beacon of White. That's pretty to look at. I never looked at it real close before. If you do not control another Beacon of White, and if you have 3 or more Blue Eyes monsters in your graveyard, target one of them, special summon it, but negate its effects. Also equip it with this card. When this card leaves the field, banish the equipped monster. Other monsters you control cannot attack. Also, if you have any number of Blue Eyes monsters in your graveyard, the equipped monster can attack up to that number of times during each battle phase. Neutron Blast. Target 1 fusion summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon you control this turn. It can make a 2nd and 3rd attack during each battle phase. Also, when it attacks, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. Seriously, I think Kaiba just likes to cheat. Photon Change. Send this card to the graveyard during your 2nd standby phase. After activation, you can only use the following effect of Photon Change. Once per turn, send 1 photon or galaxy monster you control to the graveyard to activate one of these effects, or if you send a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, you can activate both in sequence. Special summon 1 photon monster from your deck with a different original name than the sent monster. Add 1 photon card from your deck to your hand except Photon Change. Harpy Lady 2. Malefic Blue Eyes White Dragon. Dragon effect monster. Cannot be normal summon, set summon. must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one blue-eyes white dragon from your deck. There can only be one malefic monster on the field. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. If there is no face-up field spell on the field, destroy this card. Blackwing Tamer Obsidian Hawk Joe. Warrior Synchro Effect Monster. One Blackwing Tuner, one non-tuner Blackwing monster. You can target one level 5 or higher winged beast monster in your graveyard to special summon it. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets only this card, or when your opponent targets this card for an attack, quick effect, you can target one other Blackwing monster you control that would be an appropriate target. That card effect attack now targets the new target. You can only use this effect of Blackwing Tamer Obsidian Hawk Joe once per turn. Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna. You can pay 1,000 life points and one Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand, except Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Abyss Actor Pendulum monsters. Even if this card leaves the field, you can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna once per turn. Fiend Pendulum Effect Monster gains 100 attack for each Abyss script spell in your graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Abyss Actor Mellow Madonna once per turn. When the Pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an Abyss script, spell card, or effect is activated, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Abyss Actor Pendulum monster from your deck, but return it to the hand during the end phase. Oh look, it's an Abyss script. Abyss script Romantic Terror. Return one Abyss Actor Pendulum monster you control to the hand, and if you do, special summon from your extra deck in defense position one face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster with a different original name from that monster. If this set card is in the owner's control, it is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, and if you have a face-up Abyss Actor Pendulum monster in your extra deck, you can set any number of Abyss script spells directly from your deck. You can only activate one Abyss script Romantic Terror per turn. White Rose Dragon Effect Monster. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon one Rose Dragon monster from your hand or graveyard, except a White Rose Dragon. You can only use each of these effects of White Rose Dragon once per turn. If you control a Dragon Tuner or Plant Tuner, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can send one level 4 or higher plant monster from your deck to the graveyard. The Ultimate Creature of Destruction. That's a really nice looking card. Target one blue-eyes monster you control this turn. That face-up monster is unaffected by card effects, except its own. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, any opponent's monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step. While this card is in your graveyard, if you normal or special summon a blue-eyes white dragon, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Ultimate Creature of Destruction once per turn. Galaxy Knight Warrior effect. Also, I'm sorry if you guys hear the train in the background. It just won't shut up. Galaxy Knight Warrior effect monster. If you control a photon or galaxy monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. If summoned this way, target a Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon in your graveyard if possible. Regardless, this card loses 1000 attack if it does. Special summon that target, if any, in defense position. This attack lasts until the end of this turn. Thorn of Malice. Equipped only to Black Rose Dragon or Plant Monster. It gains 600 attack if the equipped monster attacks a defense position monster. Inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent if the equipped monster attacks a monster after damage calculation. The attacked monster loses 600 attack and defense. An opponent's monster that battles with the equipped monster cannot be destroyed by that battle. I've not seen this Harpy card before. Harpy Conductor. Winged Beast Link effect monster. 2 wind monsters to summon. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Harpy Conductor once per turn. If a Harpy monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one spell or trap card you control instead. If another face-up Harpy monster you control returns to your hand except during the damage step, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls and return it to the hand. Lunalite Emerald Bird. Oh no, I can't unsee it. That mask that she has makes me think of a croissant. And her necklace too. Lunalite Emerald Bird. Beast Warrior effect monster. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send one Lunalite card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, draw one card. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one of your level 4 or lower Lunalite monsters that is banished or in your graveyard, except Lunalite Emerald Bird. Special summon in defense position but negate its effects. You can only use each effect of Lunalite Emerald Bird once per turn. Lunalite Yellow Marten Beast Warrior effect. If this card is in your hand or in your graveyard, you can target a Lunalite card you control except Lunalite Yellow Marten. Return it to the hand, and if you do, special summon this card in defense position, but banish this card when it leaves the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can add one Lunalite spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Lunalite Yellow Marten once per turn. Harpy Harpist. Harpy Harpist Wing Beast effect monster. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. You can only use each of these effects of Harpy Harpist once per turn. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one winged beast monster you control and face-up monster your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add one level 4 winged beast monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. Harpy's Hunting Ground. All winged beast monsters gain 200 attack and defense if a Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters is normal or special summoned. The player who conducted the summon targets one spell or trap on the field that the player destroys that target. Queen Angel of Roses. Plant effect monster. You contribute summon this card in face-up attack position by trading one plant monster once per turn during your standby phase. Destroy the face-up monster on the field that has the lowest attack, your choice if tied. So far I'm pretty happy. I've been getting cards that I don't have or I didn't get in the previous openings. Neutron Blast. Here's a new one. Blackwing Nothung. The Starlight. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but we'll go with it. Winged Beast Synchro Effect Monster. One tuner and one non-tuner monster. If this card is special summoned, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. Then one face-up monster your opponent controls loses 800 attack and defense. You can only use this effect of Blackwing Nothung, the Starlight, once per turn during your main phase. You can normal summon one Blackwing monster in addition to your normal summon set. You only gain this effect once per turn. Abyss Actor Wild Hope. Once per turn you can target one Abyss Actor card in your other Pendulum Zone. Its Pendulum scale becomes 9 until the end of this turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Abyss Actor monsters, even if this card leaves the field. Fiend Pendulum Effect Monster. Once per turn, you can make this card gain 100 attack for each Abyss Actor monster you currently control with different names until the end of this turn. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add one Abyss Actor card from your deck to your hand except Abyss Actor Wild Hope. You can only use this effect of Abyss Actor Wild Hope once per turn. Abyss Script Romantic Terror. Here's another new one. Priestess with Eyes of Blue. Spellcaster Tuner Effect Monster. When a card or effect is activated that targets this card, quick effect. You can send one effect monster you control to the graveyard, and if you do, add up to 2 Blue Eyes monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Blue Eyes monster you control, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, special summon this card. You can only use one Priestess of Eyes of Blue effect per turn, and only once that turn. Cybernetic Revolution. Tribute 1 Cyber Dragon. Special summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that lifts a Cyber Dragon monster as material, but it cannot attack directly and is destroyed during the end phase of the next turn. You can only activate 1 Cybernetic Revolution per turn. Decoy Dragon. Dragon Effect Monster. If this card is targeted for an attack, target 1 level 7 or higher dragon monster in your graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculation. The ultimate creature of destruction. Ooh, that's lovely. Cyber Eternity Dragon. Machine Fusion Effect Monster. 1 Cyber Dragon monster and 2 machine monsters to summon. If you have a machine fusion monster in your graveyard, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects if this fusion summon card you control is sent to your graveyard by an opponent's card. You can special summon 1 Cyber Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can banish this card from your graveyard this turn. Your opponent cannot target fusion material monsters you control with this card effect. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Ooh, and I'm in love with this too. I finally got the Blue Eyes with blue text. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Dragon normal type. This legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction. Virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. Harpy Dancer. Winged Beast Effect Monster. You can target 1 wind monster you control, return it to the hand. Then you can normal summon 1 wind monster. You can only use this effect of Harpy Dancer once per turn. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. Twilight Rose Knight. Warrior Tuner Effect Monster. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target plant monsters or attacks. Twilight Rose Knight. Warrior Tuner Effect Monster. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target plant monsters for attacks. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower plant monster from your hand. Harpy Lady Phoenix Formation. If you control 3 or more Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady sisters, target as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, but not more than the total number of Harpy Lady and Harpy Lady sisters you control. Destroy those targets, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest original attack among the destroyed monsters. Your choice if tied. You cannot special summon monsters from the main deck or extra deck, nor conduct battle phase the turn you activate this card. Magnificent Machine Angel. Tribute 1 Cyber-Angel ritual monster from your hand or field, then target 1 light fairy monster you control. It gains attack and defense equal to the level of the monster that had been tributed times 200 until the end of this turn. This turn, if it battles an opponent's monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, that opponent's monster's effects are negated during that battle phase only. You can only activate 1 Magnificent Machine Angel per turn. Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. This kind of makes me think of something of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with that name. Machine Effect Monster. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Earth Machine monster in your graveyard, except Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede. Special summon it in defense position but negate its effects. You can target one other face-up monster you control. The level of that monster or this card becomes the level of the other monster. You cannot declare attacks the turn you activate this effect, except with XYZ monsters. You can only use each effect of the Flying Pegasus Railroad Stampede once per turn. Harpy Harpist. Lunalite Fusion. Fusion summon one Lunalite fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, you can also use one Lunalite monster in your extra deck or deck as fusion material. You can only activate one Lunalite fusion per turn. And Harpy Lady Elegance. Shuffle one Harpy Lady Sisters from your monster zone into the deck. Then you can special summon 3 Harpy monsters with different original names, one each from your hand, deck, and graveyard for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except to win monsters if this card you control is destroyed by a Harpy card's effect or your opponent's card effect. Add one Harpy monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Harpy Lady Elegance once per turn. Now I have the last 3 packs of Ghosts from the Past. I was hoping I would eventually get him. Time Thief Winder. Psychic effect monster. You can detach one material from an XYZ monster you control. Special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Time Thief card from your deck to your hand except Time Thief Winder. You can only use each effect of Time Thief Winder once per turn. Dragoonity Phalanx. Dragon Tuner effect monster. Once per turn, while this card is equipped to a monster, you can special summon this equipped card. Mask Change. Target one hero monster you control. Send it to the graveyard. Also, after that, if it left the field by this effect, special summon one masked hero monster from your extra deck with the same attribute as the sent monster had when it was on the field. Its original attribute is face down. Royal Prison. Neither player can special summon monsters from the graveyard. Whoa. Fancy. Heretic Sky Dragon, Overlord of Dragon XYZ effect monster. 2 level 8 monsters to summon once per turn. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card on your field, your graveyard, and or your banished card's quick effect. You can detach one material from this card and negate the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. Heretic Seal of Supremacy. Special summon one heretic monster from your hand. Starry Night Estelle. Fairy effect monster. Quick effect. You can target one light monster you control, tribute it, and if you do, special summon one level 7 light dragon monster from your hand. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one level 7 light dragon monster you control. It gains 1000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Sunvine Maiden. She's really cute. Plant effect monster. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a plant monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck. Quick effect. You can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that effect. You can only use this effect of Sunvine Maiden once per turn. Your opponent cannot target. You can only use this effect of Sunvine Maiden once per turn. Your opponent cannot target Sunvalon or Sunvine spell traps you control with this card's effect. Tackle Crusader. Rock effect monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change that target to a face-down defense position. Target one face-up spell or trap your opponent controls. Return that target to the hand this turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards with the same name as this card returned to the hand by this effect. And Starry Night. Starry Night Bellfire. Add one Starry Night monster or one level 7 light dragon monster from your deck to your hand. Then if you control no monsters and your opponent controls a dark monster, you can special summon one level 7 light dragon monster from your hand. You can only activate one Starry Bellfire per turn. Last pack. That's new. Backup Secretary. Cyberese effect monster. If you control a Cyberese monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special one backup secretary once per turn this way. Metal Falls Gold River. Once per turn, you can target one face-up card you control, Destroy it, and if you do, set one metalful spell or trap directly from your hand. Psychic Pendulum Normal Monster. That gleaming golden buggy breaks bad guys good. What wonderful wheels with a bumbling buffoon. Well, that's an interesting text. Time Thief Flyback. Target one Time Thief XYZ monster you control. Attach one Time Thief card from your hand or your deck to it as material. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one Time Thief XYZ monster you control. Attach one card from your opponent's graveyard to it as material. You can only use one Time Thief Flyback effect per turn and only once per turn. Laval Volcano Handmaiden. Pyro Tuner Effect Monster. When this card is sent to the graveyard, if you have a Laval monster in your graveyard other than Laval Volcano Handmaiden, you can send one Laval monster from your deck to the graveyard. Dragoonity Legatus. Winged Beast Effect Monster. If you control Dragon, Ravine, or Dragoonity monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a Dragoonity monster card is in your spell and trap zone, you can target one spell or trap on the field, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Dragoonity Legatus once per turn. So, I just wanted to show the cards that I sleeved and say their names for you guys. These are the cards that I really liked from the cards that I pulled. Backup Secretary, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon in blue, Blue Eyes Twin Burst Dragon, Cyber and Eternity Dragon, Harpy Conductor. I know she's not like a rarity, she's just a common, but I've never had her before and I really like the art. Harpy Lady Sisters, Heretic Sky Dragon, Overlord of Heliopolis, Red Rose Dragon in green, Starry Night Estelle. I really love the Starry Night cards and would love to do a deck around them. Time Thief Perpetua, Time Thief Redoer, Time Thief Winder, the White Stone of Ancients, Time Thief Winder, the White Stone of Ancients in blue, Vampire Vovold, or Vivaldi, I think it's Vivaldi, White Rose Dragon, Frozen Rose in green, Mask Change, Orchestrated Return, Starry Night Bellfire, and Starry Night Blast. So that was the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you found it relaxing. I'm sorry about this one being so long, but I thought maybe doing a longer video with saying all of the card descriptions could be possibly a good video to sleep to. Let me know if it was too long or if you would like longer videos like this. I do know with making the videos longer like this, it takes forever for them to upload because my internet's so slow. But I'm willing to do it for you guys if you find this helpful for sleeping or relaxing. I thought we actually pulled quite a few nice cards. I am really happy that a lot of the cards I did pull were completely new to me, or cards that I had been looking for. Some of these are absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I just wanted to say have a lovely night and sweet dreams, my little night owls. Until next time, bye bye.